guess I keep on trucking, yeah. I ain't got time for y'all to get your heads right. I'll find some rope and you can go and hang tight. It's getting dark, dark as midnight. This beat swinging so hard, we in a fist. Tippy, tippy toe, watch me dip and roll. Round the corner, on another level, watch my glow. I be switching colors, red, green, and gold. I'm speaking the truth, and now I'm spitting heavy waters on the floor in the booth. Let's go.
Watch out now, come heavy water. It's high now, not going under. Oh, 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 not gonna let you go. Oh, 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 pay what you owe. Watch out now, come heavy water. Now listen to me, yeah. Gonna run down a bad man today. Gonna run down, gonna hunt down a bad man like prey. When the sun down, gonna come round, set fire ablaze. Gonna run down a bad man today. Tell the ragamuffin man, them not play. My bloodline everywhere, they got it coming in waves. You know the struggling ain't living, so the hustle comes easy. So listen up when they hear me say, watch out now, come heavy water. It's high now, not going under. Oh, 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 not gonna let you go.
Playoff football has come to Northeast Ohio at Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland.
I have playoffs. It's supposed to go to the Super Bowl.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Milton. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
We have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Open man here is Benson. Shifts by him, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Throwing is Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And that's well executed there on
Good,
third
Joe.
down.
Looking
And I love
good,
the
Joe.
confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give up the middle with Benson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now 2nd and 9. Another run here with Benson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The kick by Carlson is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. 2nd year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
That's too much time. Too much time. Covered everything. Too much.
Comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Half the 60, half the 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Lion. Set go.
They'll set up a throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, it's Benson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll go again with Benson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Milton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders are able to move back in front. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson.
Defense, what you got, bro?
And the lead is now 10-7.
What you got for defense?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and
Get
which
off the
side
block,
can step up and assert its will
Yeah,
over the
get
other.
blocked, boy.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That's caught left side by Judy. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that
And
trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of situation.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
Damn, got a accelerated clock up on the side.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw again. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What?
And it's caught. Touchdown,
Ooh,
Browns.
right. Go side.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken
Man, these
the
boys
lead.
going by fast.
Extra point splits the uprights.
Accelerated clock on
The
over
lead
there.
is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
I'm up here, Juju.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Here's Milton now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big connection on that one. 51 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's so trash. Yeah, man. Then you gonna pause the game. I was taking my baby girl in the bathroom.
It's the field goal unit to see about
yeah.
3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. Midfield at the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Warriors 70, 60 Maverick, 79 Broncos. Check.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds.
I did stop running with it, Memphis. They just slowed down.
A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a first down.
Go! 7 Pirates. Hey, Smash. Last name 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Man, I swear you got accelerated clock on.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Sleep.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now what we have here, a third and goal.
Let's go now. Cup 19. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Where's the pressure, dog?
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right
Where's
down
the pressure? Let me get that interception. Man, short on.
Point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
That was my pick. Hey, that was my pick, Chris B. Man don't even stick his arms out. We got no pressure. The man stood in the pocket for 15 seconds. And then they don't let us pick the ball. I knew he was going there. I was trying to bait him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Trying to bait him right there.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Ain't no problem. Hey, he made a great play. He had 3 guys over there. I knew he was going. We tried to bait him to throw
Las
it.
Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because You don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Milton. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and his guys are going to get the football
Then you do that,
at the
Joe.
28-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
He finds his man, complete. It's 4th. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Throw left side, complete. That's 4th. And all the way down
Yeah, Mom.
inside the 5 to the 4.
Yeah, that's it.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter route.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. A great play there.
Y'all blow. Gotta make that interception, guy.
And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Gotta make that interception, Diablo. Gotcha. What's wrong, man?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Okay.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out
3
to
scores.
the 30-yard line.
3 scores, fellas. Gotta get one here.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rock.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Milton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Milton. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Off play action. Milton.
Good ball. Good ball.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by
Good ball.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own
Ball the shit out.
47-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
No blocks.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
You know, no blocks.
Touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add
Diablo non-interception. Change the game.
Extra point safely through.
That was the stop we need.
The lead up now to 25. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And I can't even talk to you. You ain't make the playoffs, man.
That's going to be a touchback.
You're the loudest one, and they made nobody playoff. Need some linebackers, guys. Got to get a linebacker.
Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
My center went out last game. Was killing me.
How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
Still on.
Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys. Had your fun.
We're going to go to bed.
Right,
Almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Milton. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
He playing,
22
fellas.
yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just
What are you bringing out of toys in here?
a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard.
Get the field goal right before the half. And the non-interception.
Guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus
That's
on
what
one
the
play at a
game's
time
shit.
and make each one successful.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Milton. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. From the 22 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
What?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel.
Way to walk him down here.
When it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Second and 11 now. They'll look to throw here. On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be third and a mile.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A real letdown defense.
Y'all stop.
And a bundle.
Y'all
but
stop.
they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 93.
Another other one.
Rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. I'm guessing you'd say
You'll never win a division as long as I'm over here. You barely make the playoffs just because you get free wins.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown.
You won't win a division. Stop it. You beat me one time this whole match. Stop it. Gotta get some linebackers. Gotta get some linebackers. Linebacker and D tackle. It's always the one that can't win. Loudest one. Yeah. It's always the loudest two that can't beat me.
Browns are closing in
made a
on
couple
a
of bad
Super
plays.
Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra
Couple of
point
bad plays.
forthcoming.
Ain't nothing gonna be different. All the reason you made the playoffs, you had 7 CPU wins. 7. You won 5 games. This man won 5 games. He lost more games than he won. You did beat me this season, bro. You did.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Can't stop Njoku, man. Njoku gave us trouble both seasons. Got to figure out a way to stop.
Offense ready to start this next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Milton. Now throw right side.
Stop my big play.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Milton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate. It was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Milton. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Open man here is Benson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his left. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
Let's see if we can hurt somebody on this kickoff, because they ain't taking him off on the kickoff. Yeah.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play.
Man, I don't think we got to turn over our game.
I tell you, it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And they will take a knee here. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they take a knee. The Browns send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
LV. V.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Yep.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And it's incomplete.
Tried to get nailed.
Couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead,
tried to get nailed.
Hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw, it's Milton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he tried to pass interference. And he tried to pass the bump him. That man tried to bump him and cut him off and bump him again.
A big play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score.
They got to stop that. That man bumped him, cut him off, bumped him again.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off.